Imagine being so rich that you spend $1 million in one day. Finding it a little hard to map out? Well, Neymar just did that and made us all wonder how exactly he lives his life and what his millionaire life looks like. Well, Neymar wasn't always the multi-millionaire and the highest paid athlete, so his origin story is enough to inspire most. Let's get into it and have a look at the life of Neymar, the athlete who defines greatness. Neymar has it all figured at just the age of 30, but things weren't always so easy for him. He was born in a very poor family. They were so down in the dumps that his father even told the media once that their house was located at a place where the city threw their garbage. People who see the glitz and glamour of Neymar's career can't imagine the kind of situations he has faced. At one point, he even had to live with his grandparents because of the financial situation of his family. But not being able to afford a house wasn't even the worst part. The worst part was when Neymar tried to make the situation right and took up 3 different jobs to make the ends meet. He also recalled once that he spent most of his life under candlelight because their electricity often went off as they were unable to pay the bills. Neymar started getting interested in football soon, and at one point, he had a collection of 50 footballs. He played really well, but got very little time from his 3 jobs to play ball more often. But whatever time he got, he used to play with his friends on the ground, and it helped him polish his skills. But his aim was bigger than this. He wanted to take his family out of the dump and give them the life they actually deserve. So he kept working hard until one day, scout Patino dos Santos saw him playing. He was just 12 back then, but Santos immediately made a contract with him. It truly is a story of a slumdog millionaire because people who are close to Neymar never really imagined that he could turn all the tables for them and could become the richest athlete in the world. But life is full of surprises, and from that day forward, Neymar never looked back. Today, everyone knows who Neymar is. He isn't just a name, but a brand in the world of football. Whatever he says becomes a trend, and his skills with football are just undeniable. It's his talent that has brought him to the place where he is today. Back in 2017, when PSG transfer happened for Neymar, it actually was a big deal because Neymar got 222 million euros off of it. He not only earns from his athletic career, but he is often seen partnering with some of the top brands in the world like Nike, Unilever, Red Bull, and Puma. So yeah, he makes it rain, and he is actually good at it. But you would be surprised to know that for everything he earns, 10% of it goes to a charity, which is actually a pretty noble deed. For a person who has seen what poverty and homelessness look like, doing charity is often the biggest source of peace. You should also know that Neymar doesn't hold back in spending the money he earns. And yes, he's a very generous spender. Some of his luxuries even go as high as millions of dollars. After not being able to afford the basic necessities of life, Neymar actually got a taste for luxury cars, so his car collection is pretty dope. He owns everything from a Maserati to a Ferrari, and from Audi to Volkswagen. This collection is worth about $1.2 million, and it's a lot, but it actually is nothing to the cost of his private jet. Yes, you heard it right. Neymar does own a private jet, which cost him $7.4 million. This jet is meant for 12 passengers and is a pretty luxurious one. While we're at it, his private jet isn't the most expensive thing he owns either. It's his property that is worth more than that. Not being able to afford a home for a while actually made him realize the importance of having one. So he bought a villa property in his hometown, and this property cost him more than $9 million. Neymar isn't just all about cars and properties, but he owns some pretty cool stuff too, like NFTs. Well, yes, Neymar does have a few NFTs up his sleeve, and he recently purchased the NFT of 2 bored apes with $1 million. So yeah, he didn't just spend his $1 billion in a day, but in seconds literally. But he did put his money in the right place because the price of that NFT would be doubled by now. Also, did we tell you about his yacht? It's not a regular yacht, so don't worry. This yacht cost more or less $8 million, and it has everything you can ever imagine. This is a 3-story yacht with 4 suites and even a jacuzzi. He doesn't really use this yacht a lot, other than for partying with his friends, but it does cost him $120,000 a year to do the maintenance work of that yacht. But we're not counting the cash here, right? Another thing that Neymar loves to do is spend his money on parties. This one time, he actually threw a red-themed party in Paris, which was all over the internet. There were nearly 200 guests, but most of them were Brazilian. By this point, you should know that Neymar is very close to the people of his country, so he often invites mostly Brazilian celebs and friends for his birthday parties and wine cellar get-togethers. We're now going to reveal a secret of Neymar that you might not have imagined. Remember the flawless smile that the player has? Well, he spent thousands of dollars on it. As soon as he became a celebrity, he wanted to look the best version of himself, and his smile kind of made him insecure. So he went on and got dental veneers. This isn't something that the football world isn't familiar with, because Ronaldo has got them. But the only thing is that these veneers are a little too expensive. Neymar, however, doesn't mind spending a few extra bucks, as we already know, so that's a win-win situation. But no matter what many might say, Neymar is a true family man. He took care of the people around him when he had nothing, and he takes care of them now, when he can buy literally anything he wants. So he indeed is a man of his morals. Wherever Neymar goes on vacations and trips, he brings his friends and family with him, and you should know that it always is an all-expense-paid trip for them, because Neymar likes to treat his family with little extra love and care. So Neymar's life hasn't been easy. He has seen and endured things most people can't even imagine. But he has also worked hard for the success he has now, and he has all the right to spend his wealth the way he pleases. And he's doing that pretty well so far. If you had this sort of crazy money, what would be the first thing you would buy? Make sure to tell us in the comments section. Also, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and hit the bell icon to get the latest updates. We'll see you in the next video. Till then, adios from our side.